get the testing, and then if I go here, you see only testing is empty, right? Then our mission yesterday was what I share with you, the joke the joke API, the API that you can generate the jokes. Let me see where are they. 20 minutes to go. Where is this one? This one. I hope I share in the group, right?
The link.
The link for that application jokes. Oh, okay.
I don't think so.
Okay, let me get it from this snippet text. Have React
Oh, okay.
AI, no APIs. It's not AI, it's APIs. This one. So we have weather application. This one you can build application that can show the weather, the temperature. Jokes application. Okay, it's here. Let me have this API here. So when I take this API, close it, go back. Let me first share with you in the group here, like this. So this API is just first of all try it like this. Go to online here. You can see my screen, right?
Yes.
Whenever I just click here, press enter. When I put it, you see it's generating a joke. Like, what did one plate say to the other plate? This one say dinner is on me. So whenever I re-click it again, you can see another one. What do you call a suspicious looking laptop? Asus. So there is so many jokes, thousands even can sometimes make you happy. So how do we get those one so that it can be rendering on our application here? But clicking the button, we just keep on reading, laughing, and things like that. So you see our apps, yes, going to be testing. This is where we learn some other external things out of the lesson, but it's part also of the lesson. So we have the API here. So I can call this one const URL. I will just paste it here. That's the first thing I can do. The next thing is same process. How do we fetch external API? We use fetch function. So I can say a const fetch. I can call it jokes like this. Don't worry about my screen crashing there. It's going to crash until I make it correct. So it's going to be an async. Why async? Because dealing with fetching API is an await system. Async function. Then here I can pass my arrow function. After arrow function, I can pass the logic here. So you can see here there is no error, but we need to put the logic. So what are we getting there? I can say here const. I want to get what? A joke. One joke, or just joke. What do? I can use await here. Await. It's just like it might be a lot of this one, but I just wanted to wait and then assign it into something. Await. I can pass the fetch function here. Fetch. Then what is in the fetch? I will pass in this URL. Okay, or the same thing, you can pass the URL directly. There is nothing wrong about that one. So what next? I have to check it. You can either use if and else. All of them work without problem, but I want to check if it is not okay. I'm going to, okay, if joke itself is not okay, what can I do? I simply want to throw the error. Throw new error. It's written like this. Then the error will be here. Sorry, fail to fetch the jokes or joke. Let it be plural because you're fetching them. So what next after if everything goes well? So I can do return. Remember, this is why I put your error last time. It's going to be joke dot JSON. JSON is the format of the text. Okay, dot JSON. Make sure you call it within this parenthesis like this. You are okay with that one. Now I want to use this joke here in my application. So for this case, I will be using use effect. I can say use effect. Okay, is a state hook. Use effect. It will be a parenthesis. Next, it will follow an arrow function. Next, it will return this block of code. After, it will return a dependency array. this one here. This one determining how many times it can run. Okay, now we get this one here. First of all, we need to import this one at top there. So by clicking this one, React, remember use state, use effect, any use stuff, it require our client mode so that it can go here. So I will go up here and add here use client, otherwise everything is treated as a server side in the React. So I have this one here. I wanted to call this function here right from outside. So to call it here, because it is an async, I have to add async here. Async. I have to add this one async so that I can call it here. So what do I do here? I have to first of all put const. I'll call it joke still. Or if you want to make different, maybe you can call it response. So you're getting response. And to get the response is equal to await. Then you call the function right from up here. Call that function here. Whenever I call function, make sure you close the parentheses. After I close the function, what is next? You see it's crashing, don't worry. I have to create a state that we can send this response to, then we can go and send it to our application. So I have to click up here and say const. I have to pass this square bracket. I can say joke with the s plural, set jokes. This will enable us to pass the value of jokes. Okay, is equal to use state like this. Then initially is going to be empty. Okay, it's going to be empty. Then now what can we do here? We'll have this set jokes here, and you can see here there is this issue saying wait, cannot work here. That means inside, okay, inside this function here, it has to be an async also. It's not the matter of putting async outside there. This async here is not the issue. The issue is here we can have another function const. We can call it fetch jokes. This time I will try to make the name different so that it doesn't get confused. Okay, it's equal to async. Okay, then after async I can pass this one, then with that one I can pass this response here, the error will go. After that one, next I can call this set jokes here. I can call the set jokes function here, set jokes. Then I will pass the response inside. Okay, pass the response inside. So after, I will call this function down here before the closing. Call this function here like this. Now it's okay. Now what's next? Use state. Let's see whether we import or not. Import use state, and for the use effect, import. I think those one are imported. Then let's see up there what's happening. Let's try to open this like this. You can see use state, use effect, everything is imported, but yet we are getting this error. Let's see. Use state, use hook state is called in a function page that is neither a React function. Okay, let's see which one is function page here. Okay, you see here this page here, it has to be capital letter. So add everything here because it is a component. It has to be testing like this. If you do like this, the error will go. You see, the error will go. Now if I try to log this one, console log here, make sure you master console log because it's the only way to know what's going on. So if I log this one like this, I'm expecting to see something. Let me refresh here. Refresh. Let's see what are we going to get. You see, I'm getting something. If I just hover over here, I can see I'm getting how many bones are there in human hand. Then they say a handful of them. So this is just a jokes. Okay, whenever I refresh again, I will get another different jokes. Let me see. Another one say programming. Why do programmers always mix up Halloween and Christmas? Because of Act 31 is equal to December 25. So they have some good jokes there. So I have my jokes here already. That means I can be able to use it here. So here, what am I going to do? First of all, I want to have a div. This div will have the h1, which will be the title for that joke. Then the p will be for the real joke, for the response of the joke, response or answer, something like this. Now if I do like this, you're going to see this one appearing there, but I want to make sure they are bigger at least, so I have to make sure I add class name to them by saying text dash XL to make it somehow big, and also it has to be bold by make font bold, and then tracking should be wider. I want the text between should be different, like I want the space between the text here in the title. You see, there's a space, not like the one of response. Okay, next I need this one to be italic. CN for class name, let it be italic, and then text also should be LG, large. And let's see, here become italic automatic. And then I need to have a button that can help me when I click on it, it can change. So btn button, it's not showing button. Okay, we can put it manually. It should be master everything. In case of manual, you can put it. So here, let's call this one generate new jokes, like this. Now if I do like this, I got my button. I want it to be blue, so I can add the cn here. Class name, I can first also text will be white, and then a bg should be blue, 600, padding should be 2, within it has to be rounded, the curve of the radius should be rounded over md. Now by doing like this, I get this nice button with the 0 effort, you see. Then this button will have on click. When I click on it, I want something to happen. First of all, I need this button to have a distance up and down, so that distance I can make it by margin y, top and bottom should be 2, so I can have this space between the response and this button a little bit, you see. Now I have everything. So now next thing will be, I want to come and know what should I put in the title. So by doing this clg, let's first look posts again, posts like this. Inside the posts, you want to see it's loading. Let's wait. Testing is loading. They say something post is not defined. Oh, it's jokes, sorry, it is jokes. Get used to post, it is jokes. Yeah, it will be jokes. Save. Now it will work. Okay, everything is there. I want to know what should I, how do I get them back, like what should I put in the title, how are they called. Here it's loading empty, so let's wait. Okay, now it's loaded. Let's see, the setup should be in the place of title, and then punchline should be for the response. Okay, let's start with the setup. It's going to be joke. Okay, it can be joke dot this one, or I can map it also. So let's try it out. It's an array of object. Okay, let's map it. First of all, here we are going to do like this one up to here. I'm going to pass them in my div, and then inside this div I can say my mapping function here. I can say jokes like this dot map. After map, I will get x. Okay, I'll get the index. Then after index, I return my arrow function parentheses. I can return another div because we cannot pass to JavaScript. If I just do it like this, it's going to crash with the error. You see, the error is what you cannot put two components at once. That means I have to either add what we call a React fragment, or we have to add the div. Just add div to make it easy for you. Add div here, then pass them inside the div. Then this div is required to have a key, okay, as a primary object. It's required. We are going to pass our index there. So by doing this like this, we are likely to be free from that error. And then let's wait. Now we have x here, so x.setup will give us this part here. X.set up will get us what we want on the top, and then here will be x dot punch line like this. Punch, how do they write this punch of them? Okay, punch line. Let's first of all end up there and let's see, are we gonna get it? By default we are not getting anything, you see, so we need to make a condition. First of all, let's see, are we getting punch here? Or let me see from the down part here, slow, where it's load. Okay, are you following, bro?
Yes, yes.
Okay, we have general. No. Okay, by default we have no text. Okay, let me first of all do this one here. Let me first stop it so that I can see exactly how do you write punch. Let's see, it's going to load so that I can see from here. Okay, so it's loading empty. Okay, now it's coming. So we have a punch. Did I write it well? Punch line, and then it has the ID. Okay, extract ID, type and set up. Okay, punch line is written like this. Punch, I think it's correct. Punch line. So let me first of all remove it. Are we getting it out or not? So now when I do like this, it will say jokes.map is not a function. We wait because it's empty, it's loading. It's always going to load because first of all we should have a condition. We're going to do like this. This one can make it condition into condition. Okay, we have one option also to do. We can do like this. If there is jokes like this, jokes exist dot length, we want to see the length of it, whether it is length is not equal to 0 or greater than 0. When it's greater than 0, then only in that situation let us have this one. This. Okay, that means I have to remove one out. Okay, remove this one and then this one. For that case we are going to map it. Otherwise, if that one is not a case, okay, that means initially it's empty. You can see here it's empty, it's not going to show us this one. Otherwise we want to show something. Now it will come. Now it's coming, but it's not feeling what we want, so let's do something small here. this one is not a function. Send me this one or that. Okay, we don't need to map it. Okay, this type of data is one. It's not generating many. That's the first thing we can know. It's not having many. It's only one. You scroll like this, you receive one thing. You took shortcut. You took shortcut. You took shortcut. It's generating one. So we don't need to what? To map it. That's the first condition here. But this condition is okay. This mapping we don't want it. Don't map it. No key is needed. And then no this one here. No, this is needed also. That's the first thing we can do. And jog, and then let me just close one here. Like this, we are good to go. Let's see, it's loading. Okay, let's see, it's loading. So instead of x here, we will be using jogs. Okay, don't use x because x is useful for mapping, and then also here x here is used for mapping. Remove it out, replace with the jogs. Good. And next is we are going to, when there is jog only, then don't check the empty of it. When there is jog, in that situation you will have this one. Very good. So now you can see something is coming there. What does what goes after USA? Someone say USB. So now our mission will be, how do we click on this function to keep on changing the new one? So we need to call this function here. So to call this function, add on click here. On click, we want to call the entire function. Where is the function coming from? Function is here, fetch jog, or this one here, fetch jogs with the ss. Call this function here. So let's say let us see, the function is being called and then it's waiting. Let's see, did you write it very well? Fetch jogs, yeah, it's called down here. That means we can call it from here. Yeah. What are they saying? Could not find fetch jog. Did you mean fet jog? Fet. Let's see, did I copy well? Name this function. Okay, let's see it here. Let's first of all have it like this. Let's see, the function is called this is the name of function. Change spelling fet jog. Where is that one come? Oh, that one come from outside. No, I don't call that one. I want to call the one in the use effect, this one. It's not this one. So let's bring this one here. problem. If you pass this one here, it will not work. It's just a string. You see, it's throw error here. It's not a function. So this one is making us error. This one is a real function here. Use effect, fetch jokes, control D. Let's name it very well. Fetch new jokes, new joke, like this. So let's see, should I pass fetch new here? Okay, fetch new joke. Yeah, the function async. Okay, it's supposed to be the one. Then here we can pass it here and then save. Expecting it to work. You're following, right?
Yes.
Okay, a fetch joke is not defined. Okay, let me see why it's not defined. Let's open this one here. Have use effect const. Okay, what will happen if we call it outside use effect? Is outside async, it can't work. Okay, it's only open to this one. Call it outside here, fetch function, and then we stop it here. What will happen? Set it here. See, it's not defined, it's out of scopes. It has to be inside. When I have const response, we set it. Okay, let's first stop this one here. Fetch function, stop it. Oh, good, here we come. Use effect, we find fetch joke as an async response, then we set it into this, then we call this one here. So our mission, when we click here, we need to generate the new one. So this one is likely to be, wait a moment, someone calls me. Just 2 minutes, okay? 1 minute or 2 minutes. Okay, our mission, we're here. Okay, you are there, Emmanuel?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, so our mission seems to be okay, but there's one problem. The problem might be in use effect. Where is use effect? You know, wherever you're using use effect, okay, anything you define inside here is going to be only functioning within. It has to be outside. So for us to make this one very good in a nice way, we are going to do like this. instead of fetching this one here within, calling this function here, so we are going to do like okay, remove everything here from the use effect. Want to keep calling this function the way you want, cut it out from there or bring it outside, then only this one will be called inside there. Like this, it can give us what chance this one is independent, it's global. I can pass it in every code here, nothing will happen to it. And then the next thing also will be maybe I can make a condition to see. Yeah, it's better to make a condition. So by making condition, I mean we can check it out with the error response. So we're going to do it like this. I can say try and catch. Here is only what if there is error, it will catch error. If there is no error, we are going to send this here. Otherwise, if there is error, console log clg console log the error for us, so that we can see what error are we getting. That's the meaning of adding this like this. So now this one is global, okay, it's defined. That means I can use it here, nothing will happen. Okay, I can use it here, nothing will happen because it's defined. It's defined up there. It will only be called here. Yes, the way you want it will work. Now let's wait and see. It's loading. We're expecting to see some jokes. Now let's click on generate joke. Let's click like this to see whether it will call the function or not. I think also we can modify something here in our await function. Where is it? Fetch joke, no, testing. Okay, here we're going to see this one is going to make a way to fetch it. Now we set the response. Okay, in the try catch, let's bring this one inside our try catch. Then the fetch jokes is likely to come from up here. Very good. And like this we are ready to click and see what's coming up. So let's go and make refreshing here. It's loading but empty, you can see. So what happened if I click here on the fetch? You see we're getting something new here. If I click here again, we're getting, are you with me? Hello?
Yes.
Whenever
Yeah.
I click here, new one is being fetched. Like what did the ocean say to the beach? When I click here, like this, another one come. What has ears but cannot hear? A field of corn. Did you hear the news? FedEx and UPS are merging. You see? Do you have this page there? Did you create this page here called test? This one.
No. I haven't.
Okay, go into your app. Okay.
My PC is down.
Yeah, go to your app, create a folder called testing. Inside testing, create page.jsx. I'm sending you this one there. Test it from my end, it will work. Where is your son?
My PC is down.
Your PC is done already.
Yes.
Okay, then you try this one later. Control V. Control V. Yeah, this one, yes, it's gonna work perfectly. Okay,
Yes.
you see, now everything is working. But you have one problem. When we just load it like this, it's going to be empty. Instead of leaving it empty, we can try to make something good about it. So instead of making black like this, we're going to put something initially to prove like our data is still on the way coming. So let's go up and see the array there. So inside array here, it's empty by default. So to avoid this empty, we are going to add this line here. First of all, we need a set up, so I can put a data there by default. Setup is going to be like do you know that coding is easy? And then after this we can make comma, can add our next is what, general, types general, I think type, it could be general, and then have the punch line is going to be yes, that you will not run away from the errors, from we're not run away from debugging. Let's do this, and then next, what do we have? Punchline set up, and yes, id, let it have initial id of 0, id should be 0. Like this, we are good to go. Meaning if I load this application by default, okay, if I load it by default, it's not going to get data immediately. So the data I just put there, it will be displayed first of all on the content. Now it's loading. Let's see after loading. You first see, oh, this one come immediate. Okay, it's now very fast. But in case when you first load your PC, sometime you might not get data faster or still loading because they are fetching from external source. But now it's working perfect. Otherwise it will show that one first. Okay, are you with me?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, otherwise it will fetch what I've just put here, the first thing, and then it will just go and display them. So we are good to go. Okay, then see
Okay.
you on, not Monday, on Tuesday. Make sure you follow the video, try out. If not, just reach me, and then next Tuesday
Sure.
we shall
I'll
be,
just post
yeah,
it.
next Tuesday we'll be diving into something new, adding the database, now the real database, and then trying to see whether we can integrate the connection to database. And then the following day will be making authentication, how to log in no, not authentication, how to add a new post direct to our database, and then from form. Then next will be authentication. We need to authenticate someone with the email and the password so that the person can be able to see our post, then log
Okay.
out, and then things will be somehow closer to an end. Okay,
Okay.
then have a good day. These videos I will upload, this one for a joke, I will upload it